Hi, it's Debbie from Creatively Yours and welcome to my, let me check, 115th Flosstube video. It's Friday the 2nd of February, which as you all know is a hard word for a Dutchie like me. It's almost 10:30 in the morning, it's my day off, the weather is, yeah, winter, but I think the sun will come out later today, and yeah, it's just, I think, a beautiful day. So I only have time to film today. It's going to be a busy month. I have a lot of birthdays coming up, and yeah, with my fibromyalgia, it's hard to keep balance. I need my weekends to recuperate for the next work week. So it's just hard, but it is what it is. This is the only day I have to film. So here I am. If you are new to my channel, I had a big uptake in my subscribers. So thank you very much. After my WIP rate, my yearly WIP rate. If you are new, welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy what you see and I hope you would like to stick around. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. I would really appreciate it. And if you are returning, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I have a lot to show you this time. I am going to show you 3 FFOs. I had a lot finished in the last couple of years and didn't FFO that much. FFO stands for fully finished object. So yeah, I have 3 FFOs and no finishes. By the look of my projects I have a lot of big projects. I like big projects and I cannot lie. I don't think I will have as much finishes this year. Yeah, it is what it is. I would like to have finishes, but I like big patterns. So yeah, what can I say? And quick recap from my WIP rate. And my plan for this year is I don't have any goals. I just spin my wheel for the non-full coverage projects for during the weekdays. And in the weekends I am working on my full coverage projects, which are in a rotation. And I have 1 full coverage focus piece for this year and 1 non-full coverage focus piece for this year. And I'm just enjoying myself. I think that is basically, yeah, what you need to do in stitching. I'm just enjoying myself. And if I have finishes this year, that's wonderful. If I don't, that's okay too. I am just stitching because I love stitching. So yeah, let's start. I'm going to show you my FFOs first. In no particular order. This is my first FFO. I stitched this piece. This was a kit I bought at a LNS, which I no longer support. The owner designed this pattern, but she basically, yeah, long story short, she picked a free design from a other designer and just added some stuff and called it hers. And you just don't do that. So, but I will leave a link to the free design from the original designer. I found out after the fact that I bought the entire kit. So yeah, what can you do? But I turned it into a project pack. And this is the back. I love it. It's called Quiet Please Cross Stitcher at Work. And the inside is just a green fabric. So, and I have another project bag to use. So let me see where I can put it, because I have a lot of stuff laying around. The next finish I have, I had a long time finished, but didn't get around to frame it, and I couldn't find a frame that was fitting, and I think I have found it. I did the best I could. It was hard to frame this straight, but here it is. This is Touching the Autumn Sky by Mirabilia. I had this pattern, which is out of print, on loan by Nolene, my friend who I met at the Dutch Stitch Retreat. Yeah, she is Expat Stitcher on Instagram, and I borrowed the pattern from her, and I stitched this on 28 count hand-dyed bluish, and it's hard to show you, maybe like this, bluish fabric. I hand-dyed it myself, and I thoroughly enjoyed stitching this piece, and I think the frame is okay. I have another FFO which is wow. This one is okay. I love it anyway, so yeah. That is my second. Sorry, I need to put it on the floor. And then my last FFO, which is, I'm so proud of this one. I'm so proud of this one. Is, oh, let me see. A Perfect World by the Scarlet House. I stitched this together with Alice. Hi Alice. Honeybee Stitcher on Instagram, one of our own Stitchketeers. And yeah, I had this finished for a long time, and this frame is very heavy and a lot of glare, but I really, really love how this looks in this frame. I had this frame for a couple of years now and never had a good use for it. And then suddenly I thought, maybe this will fit, and it did. So I'm very happy with it. Let's see if I can, yeah, this is, look at this. Maybe this is my thumbnail. Maybe not. YouTube always takes the most ridiculous thumbnails, so we'll see. But I love this. I'm very proud of this one, and this is stitched on a 28 count fabric by X Design, and I don't know what the name of it is. It is a yellowish tannish fabric. Yeah, I love this, and now it's going to hang in my house. So, oh, and speaking of my house, speaking of my house, there is some construction going on. Above me there is a penthouse. I live in an apartment building, and I am on the top floor, and above that there is one penthouse, and it was sold. And this entire week when I was working from home, yeah, I was greeted every morning with loud construction workers and construction noises. So if you hear any noises like that, it's that. I can't do anything about it, but yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, what am I going to show you next? I have my WIP basket here, so I'm going to pull from here. So I'm going to turn. Before I am going to show you my WIPs, works in progress, I am going to tally up my total stitch count for this month, January. And I am only counting the ones I do in Pattern Keeper or Markup RXP. I am not counting stitches on paper patterns. And I did a lot more stitches than I tallied up. My total stitch count for January, according to Pattern Keeper and Markup RXP, is 9,460 stitches. I think that's okay. Okay, first whip and first lie. I told you in my whip parade I was going to start the year 2024 with 65 whips. I lied. After my whip parade, and if you watched my whip parade, you know, I turned sick. I was sick. I fell sick during filming my whip parade, and after I just went to bed and slept the whole day. I was sick. And then the next day I felt sorry for myself, as you do. Hold on. I felt sorry for myself, so I decided to have a new start, which was not planned. So basically I started the year with 66 projects. I'm going to show you the project I have started. Let me see. This is the Salem Sisters Apothecary by Primrose Cottage Stitches. I love this one. And it stitches up very nice. So I started this one. And I started it. Oh, let me just grab my board. I have a board now. Hold on. Let me just show you what I have done. And it's not ironed. My piece is not ironed, but you will have to do with it. This is 40 count pumpkin by Fiber on a Whim. And yeah, I love this. I love the fabric. And I am using a Silks for You, which is PRO 43, which is this one. It's a charcoal. And I did a total of 1456 stitches, and I'm currently at 46.82%. It's in Pattern Keeper, so. And part of my haul, but I will show you that later. I decided, because in the pattern there are some spider webs and some bubblies above the cauldron, I decided to buy a black diamond or diamond by DMC to try that, to have a little bit of shimmer. And I'm going to use some black and orange beads above the cauldron to make it my own. So yeah, that was my secret pity me start at the end of December. And let me put it back in the bag, because that's the first one. Then my New Year, New Start is in this beautiful bag by Jantina, one of our own stitch critiques, Jantina Stitches. And let me see if I can show you. This was my New Year, New Start. This is Indigo Lane by Brenda Gervais with eye needle and thread. I love these colors. Blue is my favorite color, as you all know. And otherwise you know by now. I'm using the called for colors. And let me put it on my board. And this was my start. I am not sure, let me look. This is done on 40 count sand by Fiber on a Whim, which was in the fabric of the month, which sadly has stopped. And I'm using the called for flosses, which are mostly Gentle Art threads. I have this in Pattern Keeper. I somehow did it. I did a total of 1297 stitches and I'm currently at 13.33%. So, and this is, I believe, coming up next month. So, yeah, can't wait. Let me put it back. As you hear, I'm still coughing. If it gets too worse, I will pause the video or edit it out. The next one, this is my focus piece for this year, my focus full coverage. And I'm going to put a picture in the screen. I need to find my way around using the board, but that's okay. This is God Shed His Grace, artwork by Abraham Hunter and charted by the Cross Stitch Studio. There is a version on Artisy as well. I chose the Cross Stitch Studio version. This is what I have so far. I did a total of 1476 stitches and I'm currently at 2%. And I am stitching this on 25 count easy grid Lugana 1/1 full cross. And I'm going to work on this one tonight. I really love this design. I can't wait to see it hang on my wall. So okay. Oh, and there was somebody, let me just, I'm going to take this opportunity to show you. I told you I couldn't show you the inside of this bag, but I can if I take everything out. This is my Beatrix Potter bag, which is from Frog and Fudge, Diane. I love this. This is gorgeous. This is the inside, which I couldn't show the last time. Beautiful, right? Okay. The next project is my non-full coverage focus piece. I'm going to show you. I'm sorry if this takes a little time, but I'm not used to putting things on a board, so talk amongst yourselves. Okay. My next project is The Night Fairy by Maria van Scharrenburg. The artwork is by Maria van Scharrenburg and it's charted by Lanarte. This was a kit several years ago. It no longer is available as a kit. You can find these designs on Amazon through Leisure Arts. Leisure Arts charted both Day and Night Fairy under Lanarte, so you can get this chart. This is my non-full coverage focus piece and this is what I have so far. I have divided this pattern up into 12 pieces And the first piece of this year, January, was putting in this corner. So I did, and I managed to put in a little bit of February's part in as well. I had some time left. So yeah, I really enjoy this, and this is coming up next week. So let's hope to keep it up with 12 parts and finish it this year, because it needs to. This one I started in 2018, so yeah, it's about time. And it's done on 27 count Linda, I think, even weave, which was in the kit. And I'm using the kit floss as well. But this is a paper pattern, so I don't have any stitch counts. The next one. This was a start last Christmas. I'm going to put in a cover picture in the screen. And I'm not going to put it on the board because it's really small. This is Marley, which is a crop, and the artwork is by, I think, Romance Art. I'm not sure. I'm going to put it in the screen. And this is charted by the Cross Stitch Studio, and this is what I have so far. I did a total of 855 stitches, and I'm currently at 2.65%. And I can tell you, this is a lot of confetti. It's confetti heavy, but I love how it looks. Stitched on 25 count easy grid, 1/1 full cross. And yeah, a lot of confetti, but I love this design. She has such a gorgeous, innocent face. Yeah. That's Marley. Next one. I'm forgetting something. Yeah. Okay. In this cutesy little travel pouch by Diane of Frog and Fudge. I'm going to put in a cover picture because my picture is too small to show you. This is Quaker Street by Marjorie Massey. I bought this pattern as a PDF from the designer herself. I asked her and she said, yeah, that's fine. So it's in Pattern Keeper. This is what I have so far. And I did a total of 1,228 stitches, and I'm currently at 60.96%. And I am using Silks for You PRO43 charcoal, like in the Salem Sisters Apothecary. This is stitched on 40 count driftwood by me. I dyed it myself. Yeah. I love this one. I'm not stitching the whole design. I cropped off the bottom alphabet part, and I'm stitching almost a little bit more than half of it to the side. So, yeah. That's Quaker Street. Then the next project is this gorgeous one. I started this for Startober, I believe, last year. And it's in all things be exceedingly diligent. And this is by Needlework Press. I first saw this at Kim the Contented Stitcher and fell in love. So yeah. Let me show you. This is what I have so far. This is on paper pattern, so no stitch count. I finished a total of 16 letters. So yeah, it's not much, but I only work on this because it's a non-full coverage, I only work on this during the weekdays and I only have about an hour in the evening. So yeah, slow but steady. And this is done on 40 count Honeybee by me with the called for DMCs. Next project. Is that right? Yeah. Oh. This is the Stitch Couture's Stitch Along. I'm going to put in a cover picture. This is Mini Deer Creek, artwork by Dona Gelsinger, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. And we, the Stitch Coutures, are stitching this one as a stitch along or start along, basically. And we use the hashtag mini deer, no, not mini, dear friends cell, and deer as in the animal. I am going to get a cold, I think. I'm nasal, but yeah. This is what I have so far. Look at this. Oh, let me put the needle minder out of the way. Look at this. For a mini, this is very detailed. I did a total of 1215 stitches and I'm currently at 36.10%. And yeah, I love this. This is stitched on 25 count, easy grid, 1/1 full cross. And I'm thoroughly enjoying this. I finished up the top row and the last month I worked on this part to fill up the next page. So yeah, beautiful. Let me take a sip again. The next project in this huge project bag. Oh, I thoroughly enjoyed this one. And I have something to tell you about this one. This is Feast of Friendship by Blackbird Designs. And I kitted it up with fancy floss from my stash, basically. And I picked it up again last month and I just didn't like the colors I chose. So as I was stitching, pulled out the called for DMCs out of my stash. And it makes me feel like I am taking this more seriously now. So the only I have the blues are and the grays are the called for fancy flosses, but the rest of it is all going to be the DMCs. And yeah, it just looks better now. I'm going to show you. Just let me put this back into the project bag. I started this a long time ago, but I don't know. Only now I'm taking this seriously, and I only now am thoroughly enjoying this one. And that has to do with the colors I chose. This is what I have right now. I love this. I had to take out this border because the color was off. So I had to take out this entire border. I restitched this border. I stitched this part of the border. And I added the entire rooftop since last time. And this is stitched on... Hold on. Let me see if I have this in my bag. I thought I had this. Oh, yeah, I have. This is stitched on 36 count Picture This Plus sand. So, yeah. I really, really love this right now. And I was going to stitch just part of the design, but now I'm going to stitch the whole design because I love it. It's beautiful. So yeah, color choices are extremely important for your joy in the stitch basically. Okay, the next one and I'm going to put in a cover picture because it's a full coverage one and I think that's better. This is Small and Mighty. I'm not sure of the artwork anymore, but I fell in love immediately as I saw this as a sneak peek from the Cross Stitch Studio last year. I said, when this one comes out, I'm going to buy it and start it. And I did. Yeah, it's beautiful. I'm going to show you. This is what I have so far. I did a total of 703 stitches and I'm currently at 1%. This one too, I think that's just the Cross Stitch Studio. A lot of confetti. But it turns out gorgeous, so yeah. This is stitched on 25 count Easy Grid 1/1 full cross. And yeah, it's just beautiful. I love this hummingbird and the colors, and I can't wait to see this on my wall, but it's going to take a long time, I think. We'll see. And then the last project for this month. Let me put it here. This is 2020 Pandemic Sampler by Sarsy Girl. This was a free design she posted. I'm not sure if it still is free or if it still is available, but yeah, I love this one. let me put it on my board. Excuse me. Oh, look at this. I finished up the entire house, the red house, and that was all I did this time around. I love this. This is done on 40 count Christy sampler by me. I dyed the fabric according to the instructions of Christy, the Sarcy girl, and asked her if I could name the fabric, and she said yes. So yeah, I love this one. I'm not sure if I'm going to, let me put it next to it. I'm not sure if I'm going to continue the top and then move to the white house. I think I'm going to do that. But yeah, I love this. It's beautiful. I have this in Pattern Keeper, so I am currently at 19.56% and I did a total of 1230 stitches. One thing, I have this in Pattern Keeper, so last night I was stitching the door and I was stitching the chimneys, and my pattern in Pattern Keeper says I need to use color 1 by DMC. And I was like, but that's off. That color is off. So, but I said, okay, I took the color 1 and I finished the first chimney, which is basically this light gray color. And I was like, no, that's not like the cover picture. And then I took the key from the pattern and the color 1 isn't in there. It's supposed to be 310. So yeah, I took it out and replaced it with 310 as well as the doorknob. Yeah. I don't know why it says 1, but I changed it in Pattern Keeper and now it's okay. Those were my whips for the month of January. I thoroughly enjoyed stitching on my whips. I told you in my plans that I wasn't going to start as much this year, and I still feel like that. I don't feel the need to start a lot of projects. I have a wide variety. I have a lot of whips. It's good. It's, yeah. I am not going to buy any patterns or kits or anything like that this year because I have a lot that isn't kitted up, and I bought patterns. I have a lot. I have a stash beyond life expectancy, so I am not going to buy anything new apart from flosses which I need, or yeah, just DMC, or, but that wasn't the case last year. And in the last days of December I bought a few things, which some things came at the beginning of January, so this is all from December. Let me, oh yeah, no, I'm going to show that later. I was looking on Amazon because I needed to buy some house stuff, and I saw this dimensions kit, which was very cheap, so I bought it. I love this one. I think it's very cute. I'm not going to start this anytime soon, but I really wanted to have it for that price. So And another thing I saw on Amazon, which is Amy's fault. Amy Love Toads. I'm sorry. Fibro Fog. This one by Riolis. Blue Jays. I saw this one stitched up by her. And I really love this design. Yeah, she did a DMC conversion for this one because this kit comes with wool threads and I'm not sure if I like them, so I took a screenshot of the DMC conversion Amy made. So yeah, beautiful, this design. That came in January. And then I saw Jantina. This is Jantina's fault. I saw this full coverage design. I don't have enough full coverages yet. She is stitching on this one. Wise Owl. Artwork by Dutch Lady Mystic Art. And the pattern is by Stitches So Beautiful. And I fell in love immediately and really hard too. So I bought the pattern on the 31st, the end of the year. And we, the Stitchketeers, decided to do a leap day start. This month, the 29th, is a leap day, once every 4 years. So it's a special occasion. I think I have a good excuse to start something. I'm going to start this one. And yeah, I love this. I have it kitted up with the fabric, 25 count, easy grid. And next part of my haul is this Cone of Doom. I saw in Pattern Keeper that this is by far the most used color. I think 35,000 stitches. And it's pretty much the framework around it. So I'm going to do extreme cross country with this one. I'm going to try if I like it. And I thought I am going to buy a Cone of Doom. So yeah. This is going to be my start, the 29th of February. And yeah, the other Stitchketeers are doing other starts. I'm not sure if Lydia and Jemima are going to do this one as well. I'm not sure anymore, but I believe so. And Alice is going to do something else. Yeah, gorgeous. Let me put it here. And because I had the Amazon buys, the Amazon kits for... No, this was another thing. I bought this one as well, this beautiful blue scissors. It was very cheap and it's very sharp. Look at this. I had to get them. And that is my haul for the rest of this year. I'm saying now. Yeah, plans. I'm going to start Wise Owl at the end of the month for the Leap Day start. We are going to use the hashtag 2024 Leap Day sale. So if you want to join in, you can. And I'm going to work on my 2 focus pieces, and for the rest of the month I'm going to use my wheel as I'm used to. In the weekends I'm going to do full coverage, and during the weekdays non-full coverage. And that's it, I think. Yeah, I have been reading. I read a book. I finished the book. I thoroughly enjoyed the series. It's by Lucinda Riley, from the Seven Sisters books. I read the last one, Atlas, and it's written by, I believe, her son, because she passed away, sadly. And she had a manuscript for that book. And in the beginning, you can really tell it's not written by her, but by somebody else. But along the way, you ease into it, and all the 7 books about the 7 sisters are wonderful historical novels, historical fiction, I have to say. And this last book, Atlas, is about their father, and I can't explain. You get to know who he is, how he grew up, what he has been through, and how he got to adopt these 7 girls. And it's, yeah, almost thriller-like at some point, and a beautiful story. I just can't say anything else. I love this ending of this series of books. So if you would like to read that, yeah, it's called Atlas. But you have to read the other 7 books first, which I did. So yeah, that's it. I don't have anything else to add to this video this time around. I hope to be back at the beginning of March for my update on February. And yeah, I'm going to clean up after myself as I'm used to, and do some groceries and laundry. And my son is going to come to dinner this evening, and I'm going to stitch later tonight. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.